Good morning, guys. A good, great morning to all of those who tuned into the realest thing in the world. Oh my God. In this day and age, I've started my new book, the latest book, The Psychology of Money. I've just started that this morning. I'm in the first chapter and just done the first chapter. And let me tell you, I was so intrigued by the new read that I was thinking to call along until a session, just said some technical difficulty and cancel the program and just read this morning, right? Obviously, I'm going to go through this book a little faster than I went through Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I'm working my way up to, because I'm doing a book a month now, I'm looking at doing a book a week, right? Tops a week I could put into a book. I can't put more than a week into a book. Now, I come across something last night. Last night, for some reason, yesterday, for some reason, I had too much liquids. And somebody said, Critic, why are you not talking about your diet and what you're doing? I just get a slight injury in my shoulder somewhere inside there. The other day when I'm exercising and, I haven't been to the gym in 2 days. But I also remember I only eat one time a day. So I'm always in a calorie deficit. The possibility of me going over is just if I go and use some carbs or something like that, right? But I feel fit as a fiddle, as my mother used to say. So last night, I wake up for knock a pee and I run through Facebook, something I didn't normally, WhatsApp, and there was a live going on. A lot of you would have seen it. For me, it was basically distasteful and disgusting, and it's strange coming from a man like me who start anything and don't got limits. But that's not my style. Like one time the guy called me for interview me and I said, Pan, I don't do low life and hungry belly. And it was on a life. I didn't know he was on a life, but I just remember low life and hungry belly is an attitude, is a mannerism. I can't bring myself to that. So really and truly, if you try to categorize me and figure out where I am, I'm the intellectual that uses language loosely. If you look at me and how I carry myself, I don't derong, liming, got pad, no, you understand? Oh, to the way things going. No. I carry myself. There's a lot of conflicting. You have to break it down for the layman to understand. There's a lot of conflicting ways about my persona. So for instance, me don't mix a middle, but I pay respect to people. If I see a man I know and thing, you do well, hey, what's up, bro? And thing. I don't watch it with disdain and like scarn, because now I dep on the up and up. I don't operate so. Yes, I give you respect what you to he. Yeah, bro. Pong thing. We ain't got lime, we ain't got dep on it every day, but respect due to you, brother. You understand? So that's my style. Then now I could talk to ministers and everybody, and then I could talk to the regular man on the street. But me, the regular man on the street, ain't gonna rap. If I ain't gonna sit down in the rum shop with you, I might go. But that's not a thing. Me looking for me, you drink rum weekend. Me looking for come up by your wedding, or big talale, duck curry. No. I ain't got no disdain for you. But it's just where I am in life. So I'm looking. Somebody send this thing for me because Big Smith put an article on the page, right? And I'm looking at how this thing spill over. It involves my wife now. It involves my child now. Kieran Bruce now had to go up on the live and represent. Not well, because when he done, people didn't know if he buggering. The whole thing in the comments is confusing. Some people believe is he. He trying to say he's not mud water, but he's something else new now. But nobody never knew he was. He's an investigative cyber thing. You understand? 5 hours of confusion. Me and I'll get involved. If I say I approach he, I am like me. Me by is a whole anti-man thing, dirty, stinking thing. And here one with them, they're there in a barrel and they got shit in the hand and they put in the hand outside the barrel and try for that to see what they can catch. Me by? Let me tell you, by. Let me tell you. If you not see them, then I mean they're not there. Because the women I have had in my life only waited for me for tell them, come represent. Can you speak for me? You understand? You want me to tell you something? You want me to tell you how much? How real is it? And how really love is for me? How much more you know the tattoo they put on a woman's body? How much more you know that women tattoo on them on their body? Every time you see it up on the internet, people just watch and say, oh, what's wrong with she? Now this thing that happened last year was gross. Knowing all what is by doing and saying what Kieran Bruce said and this thing, he left half of the people thinking he bogo. Another half feel he's mud water. The one who don't know if he's mud water, half of that half confused. Now this is a live that they do. Mean talking nothing outside of what happened. I watch a piece, I end up fall to sleep. Because somebody tell me to call my name. Or suggested it was me, the guy with the wily hair. Right? Utisha was on there, end up saying how the place gets shoot up each other there, and I do not condone things. Here, Kieran Bruce suffer from mental illness. Here, what is the problem with our society? Kieran Bruce suffer from past trauma. Here, what is the problem with our society? If you go out and you work and you bring in money, you buy a car and so, people think you're normal. All of us have our abnormalities. Now, me ain't no paragon of virtue. Certain things I have been unable to get right. Period. That obviously has something to do with my programming, how I was brought up as a child, and my past experiences. I'm willing to accept that. But this game, the creation of a caricature, the hiding, the continuous lying, something is wrong mentally with the boy. He suggested that GT&T and the police got something going on. There are laws that GT&T has to record everything that passed through the system and keep it for up to 5 years. For specific reasons. When the police is investigating a matter, they can use that as evidence. That is the reason why those laws were created. The funny thing is, as delusional as Kieran Bruce is, he's actually smarter than most Guyanese. So when people hear something or see something that is out of their realm or understanding, they now paying respects to you, thinking, yo, you got no way you're talking about. But what he has is delusions of grandeur. He's not the only one that is on social media that is delusional. And imagine in the head that this thing could happen and how it could happen just like that. Totally negating the circumstances around them. That people are moving, people are going to like, people are going to dislike. Funny enough, a lot of the world leaders, it is that delusion that takes you out of the matrix of what is going on, how the regular man is going to think, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. So somebody saying his wife said he take burger. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that. On his video, in trying to explain the team burger, he asks the moderator for the program that they went out at time and if the man is smell burger boy. You understand? It's like if you just walk with your BT, how you smell burger upon people? You understand the lunacy? I am telling you about a live video. Kieran Bruce asking the moderator for the interview. After Otisha come on the program, he come up on the program with Otisha, calling Otisha mother, giving respect to Otisha, having an understanding of the Anti-Man Association and how it works. Accept that, I didn't know. I don't know. I know Otisha. I've seen Otisha. Otisha put some customer for Kieran Bruce. That's how the whole story started. Right? But I don't know Otisha like that. Otisha can't say she know me like that. We had with differences. I cost Otisha. Otisha cost me what thing. He come out with a mother accepting that he understands the dynamics of how the Anti-Man Society works. Then go on to ask if when he meet the band at the time that they're doing the video shoot, if he smell bug upon he. I don't know if it was an insult to Daggy because Dag always smelling Dag BT. So I don't know if it was an insult to Daggy for saying, man, Daggy, you could smell bugger from a distance, right? But I don't know his walk. And other people keep calling in and they just facilitate this disgusting. I fall asleep, buddy. Now I listen after. I didn't listen to live. I didn't know. I went sleeping. I wake up. There's a live and Daggy was down at the end talking something. I go back now after somebody messaged me and said, they say you try to make advances. This is the problem I got with the buy. No, me and I have never been in them circles. Never been wrong, never like he said you got enough Anti-Man friends. I know a lot of gay people might follow me and so I don't have not one Anti-Man friend. I can't say Angel would hail me up. Angel, see, I tried to bring Angel to man cave. I said, man, this is fucking man cave. I ain't there, though. Yeah, sir? Otisha, hey. Because me walking on the road, no anger for nobody. Neither I'm homophobic. He say, you got enough Anti-Man. Will you just get them, partner? Arnold Squash nigga had. You ever see a fucking man, any man, anyway, in the mix of anti-men? This man come here and Bruce came and alive. You got it live, you got the thing store, video pull down. Because he gonna make a report to the station, say, and they call me cybercriminal. There's a video he do. You ain't got using, he come and ask a man if he ever smell bug upon he. I am calculating who in the which man. How you smell bug by? I think he was being sarcastic with Daggy because the one he called himself Daggy, right? And Dag always smelling Dag BT. What it smell like? Right? Shandy, that not me wonder. Now who the boy accept? You got no fancy, my friend. I know a lot of people that might or might not be gay. You understand? I talk to a lot of people because of the kind of job that I'm in. A lot of people reach out to me like, me ain't got no auntie, my friend. I don't know if you misunderstand what friendship is about. You understand? But how you ruling? Like men, what do men talk about? What do women talk about? What auntie man talking about? What draws you to a group of bugger man? Who Joel Gamcham? Joel Gamcham is not my friend. Me and Joel Gamcham was never friends. Never I said I don't have no auntie, my friend. As a matter of fact, I don't wrap up and play. You understand? No way, shape, or form. Because I got a funny way, but me people don't know. Me and Loose, I's a cannon. You understand? I just respond right away. Like the other driving on the road, going at the back at them when I doing the live. Me, if you say that old man, you bring food from me. I say, what the fuck you think you're their grandson? I don't entertain things, period. I's not an entertainer. If something bothers me, right away, you see me facial expression change right away. If me friend talking, and they talk something that I know ain't making no sense, right away, me facial expression has changed. And people know. I necessarily gotta get vexed or all them things now. I've been able to contain my emotions and make response negating emotions. But right away, you know. Me facial expression has changed. If it's something that I have disdain for. Me never. Because what conversation me and Auntie Manga? Now they got their own thing going on. Even men. Stress could tell you, Stress is a friend of mine. Shot man, we used to line together. When them man time a woman, I say you, I don't tab a woman, bano. I don't deign that. All my friends gotta tell you, you can't hear me in a conversation talking nothing but no sexual act with no woman. How she was nice or what, you understand? I feel a woman should be able to walk next to me and feel proud and feel secure. Not having to worry for somebody saying I dare with share something because it's not them kind of banner. I don't tag them thing, period. A woman must be a woman around me. I see it as a form of preservation, respect, and everything else that is good and nurturing for a woman. No woman can walk in alongside of me or a fan or something. You take a picture and people watching and say, the one critic, how he start like he mashed the thing. No, 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 no. Because when I'm in or out of a relationship with a woman, or is just a platonic friendship, all women should be respected a certain way, even behind the scenes. Everybody, you ask everybody about me. Now you got banner out there that, now back in the day, let me tell you, me strip off naked and had sex in front of everybody at Red Dragon. So imagine that is the kind of banner. And you would never hear who the girl was. I don't find that interesting to discuss. And it comes back to the center of the conversation. When you see these people come out and talk in their story, Kieran Bruce is a banner with a wife and a kid, and found themselves so engrossed in a buggery fiasco that he had to come out in his home, live from his home, and represent the... You don't know this place stinking and dirty. Because a man can only represent we know really dead on in it. And let me tell you where's me headed today. We're going to make the center of the discussion. If you live your life, it's not with, you got to do the spell and check with these things. You take the thing just away. Is if you live your life by what? Now with the spelling thing going around, but you just got to check them back, right? By what people think about you, you will forever think less about yourself. You know why? If you live your life by what people think about you, you will forever think less about yourself. Here why? Only you could think highly of yourself. You're not delusional to think highly of yourself. Only you could think highly of yourself. How you know me, partner? How you know my energies, buddy? How you know what I aspire to be? How you know the willingness that I have to be? How do you know how far I'm willing to run? How do you know how far I'm willing to go? How do you know the effort I'm willing to make? You can't know. Only I could know. So what happens with most human beings, and I see it last night in the interview, everybody trying to prove to the world who they are. Well, I could tell you, I, Mikhail Rodriguez, am the realest thing coming out of Guyana. Possibly the realest thing in the world, to date undisputably so. Take those words and dissect them and see if you could try to break them up. That's a matter of fact. I can say that because I'm one of a kind. Are there other men in the world last night on a program trying to prove that nobody bugged them? Not for them. I didn't have to do that because I have nothing to prove. Are there other people in the world that perpetuate ignorance and are in poverty as a result of their ignorance? Plenty. I can't say that for myself. I am now learned and growing. In this country, there are people that are far wealthier than I am. There are people that are far educated than I am. They are more astute businessmen than me. But I can tell you, they only got one me. When those businessmen of wealth look at me, they know, yes, that is special. He is unique in his own way. When the executive who went and get a PhD and a degree look at me, he know. Look across the media spectrum. All the fucking degrees can't compare to me. I alone am here. You got your degree. Not putting down a degree. I'm suggesting to you, I know who I am. I don't look across like I'm amazed by this girl. There's an Amerindian girl that speaks on NCN. I think she's the manager for NCN or so right now. And I'm amazed by the way she speaks. I'm captivated by her. I admire the way she speaks. I don't try to emulate her. I do me, Mikhail Rodriguez. And if you look at what's going on out there, everybody trying to keep up to other people's expectations of them. And what hurts you is those expectations are very low. If I kept up to my mother's expectation of me, I would not have had children. And I'd be wrong today pushing my mother around right now, toasting bread for she or making little thing for she. And me and she in poverty. Yes, I have a friend Wayne and I have other friends that fall exactly into that category that I could have foreseen since I was the age of 9. So if your dependence is what your mother, your father, even them, you got to remember, they are making decisions based on their emotions. Who would make a decision to want to see their child go away and never come back? Imagine aspiring. You imagine a regular poor man and a middle class man who in his mentality, your child has got to take care of you. Fucking poor people that's dating. Children got to take care of you. When they get big, they get to take care of we. Well, not me, by. Me got to get money, enough assets to take care of me. Yeah, I could do what I want to fucking do. I want to build an empire that could take care of me. I want to leave something with people that could take care of me. I'm not planning to be dependent on my children to take care of me. And if my children are taking care of me, they will be aptly motivated to do so by the rewards for doing that. You understand? You imagine you coming up in a middle class family, thank you the regular man, and you mother aspiring for you become a doctor, and the job you going and get for going become the doctor is in some part in America, you get enough money, but you can't come back, and she can't go. Who aspires for that? Only the person in this situation. You imagine my mother having an only son, put all your time and effort into this son, and care into this son. This is a matter of fact. This is not hypothetical. You imagine you telling my mother when she was 35, make sure this buy thing, let this buy go. Because my mother always told me about education. But her intent was educating to bring back. She could not have seen how today me mother still can't see. If you want to ask me mother, but me, she would not believe the wealth that I've amassed in a short period of time. My mother said, what? You sure it's not drugs you do? Me mother, that's why when people talking about me outside there, I don't worry them. Because my own mother misunderstands me. Me own mother. So when I watch people, I watch them and I say, I forgive you in my mind. I forgive you, brother. You know not what you speak of. You don't know me. I've been crazy all my life to get out of this cycle of poverty. All of my life, all I dreamt about is becoming. I could not have seen anything else. Somebody asked me a year ago, how do you feel now that you have become? I say, I feel nothing. Because of the fact that I dreamt of nothing else than becoming. It is like it was ingrained in me. Like if you show me enough money now, remember I've been seeing this all my life. I've been seeing coming here. I'm not a lotto winner like lotto winners. Critic, your mom made toast and plantain porridge for you as a baby. Yeah. Not plantain porridge. We know not my plantain porridge. But enough toast. Plantain porridge I learned from Auntie Joyce. Yesterday I get Auntie Joyce's number. A lady used to live at the back away. A black lady. The first time I know about sponge cake. Auntie Joyce, well, I tell you it wasn't a free ride for sponge cake. The first time I get strength in my hand. I think this injury come from way back when Auntie Joyce used to get me spinning. You ever make cake? For your grandmother? I said, well, me make cake for Auntie Joyce. Me mother didn't know for make cake. I never had a birthday. We never had no Christmas season, nothing, sir. Right? Auntie Joyce has got me mixing. And by the time then I start eating the thing, and the time I don't eat it because I shit blood. What I'm saying is you can't live your life to people's expectations because this is a realistic thing. If you asked my mother what she expected of me, is for me to go on and get a proper job. The thing is, my mother didn't have a car. My mother didn't own a house. So she didn't necessarily aspire for that. Fortunately, in the Indian home, when we come from Portuguese, we've been going down. We come with money and we've been going down. My mother was like an outcast. I turned out to be a bastard. You understand? My father fathered me outside of his marriage. I was a bastard. So when I look, like me, fortunately for me, I grew up where I had this madness, looking at the world and calculating, I want to be, I have to be, I will be. When people tell me what they expect of me, I had a friend the other day, when I go and start my construction, he said, "Boy, take your time, do this, do that." Because he thought, for the years we were friends, this is just enough for me. He see me. He can't imagine me having more than him. So he calculated this is just enough for he. I think he would be happy with this. He didn't realize that all my life, when I watch what I calculate, then I know to me because that's not what I'm interested in. Most people in life will be forgotten because they didn't do anything impactful in life. If you think you could impact poverty, you want me to tell you who is the people who constantly remember and talk about Mahatma Gandhi, the people who study things and look at human behavior and wealth. You think the poor people who Mahatma Gandhi, they help and touch with the hand and say, you think they remember him? They might, because Indian culture, you understand, would look like Mahatma Gandhi is a dainty. But I can tell you, the people with the shortest memory is poor people. That's why they're poor. They ain't got good retainers. They've been hungry so long that hungry doesn't become a deterrent anymore. When I sit down, I talked to Ma yesterday. The man said, "Critic, you're doing well." And I said, "What does that mean?" He doing well too. Because since I know he smoking, he dope, living, he like going Smith, he sit down drinking to Guinness, he de happy all the time. I've had ups and downs. I get a little relaxing afternoon yesterday. Nonetheless, we still got bills to pay and creditors to deal with. This is the reality of the world we live in. That is the reality of the world we live in. Now, the word of the day and the discussion of the day is to me impart some knowledge with you, no matter who you are, even if you're low life or hungry belly. Because if you want to come out of that state, you can. Right? You can, if you want to come out of that state. But your gauge as to where you want to be in life. All right. Look at the Guyana Press Association. Let us say I subscribe to the Guyana Press Association. And I wanted them to be my guide as to take me where. How one could take you above them head? Who takes you above them? Let me look at the media landscape in this country. Let me say, I subscribe to them, and I decide, well, I'm going to fall in. Where would I have been on the landscape of media in this country? Nobody's going to put you ahead of them. So why should you care what somebody think about you? It's when you think about yourself. When I look at Kira and Bruce having to come, this is purported to be a man who has a beautiful wife and a kid, who have done exceptionally well for himself. I would want to think he'd be better off than most Guyanese. I know he's an exceptional photographer and videographer. Look at the creation of Mudwater. Brilliant in his own right. To come to have to bring down himself to say, you ever smell bug upon me? You ever smell bug upon me? Like, how do you see yourself as fucking delusional? You think a man like me, no matter what people say about me, could come to have Aggie interview me? That one time, hey, think I say, yo, I don't do low life and hungry belly. There's a video today. I didn't know the man called me pan life. The boy felt insulted, but I don't do hungry belly and low life. Certain people can't talk to me. I don't see myself that way. I don't care how you see me. It is how you carry yourself. It's how you see yourself. People could go across this country and say this by is a crash, this by is possibly do kind of. Do you have more people loving you than I have loving me? Let us just look at it from the onset. What is the likelihood a professor with a PhD has more people caring for him than me? What's the likelihood? Do you get 1,500 messages a day from people wishing you well, people looking up to you? Do you have 1,200 people looking at you right now? How you, a judge, a lawyer, a doctor, how you, and what gauges do you use to categorize yourself with me? You can't. Likewise, I don't go insane. I want to be the best heart surgeon, cardiac surgeon. I feel honored to know that one of the best cardiac doctors in the Caribbean is my friend. Dr. Carpin. I don't purport to be or aspire to be the breast neurosurgeon. I feel honored to know that I know him and respect his aspiration for greatness. So engage in what people think of you or what you think of people. Remember, they are aspiring to their level. Do you think anybody could have imagined? My business partner, Winston. Could Winston imagine I would be listed or suggested to be a billionaire today after 7 years ago? When he came back, as the little money we get from outside, he was buying things for us to eat. I couldn't afford my own meals. No, this is not a bad thing, I'm telling you. When I did my program, must ask Winston, yeah, I'll make a note, ask Winston for the old videos where we edited when I used to do in the studio. We went here. Let me show you, and I ain't going far. I ain't worried the people out there were attacking me. Don't tell anybody, people are close to me and who love me and care for me. I don't gauge myself on them because they don't know me and my abilities. They could only give me their abilities. They could only aspire for me as far as they can see. So I respect their opinion. I just don't interested in it. And that is where even honor your mother, your father comes in, because you got to what extent? If your mother and father make it, you can't listen to them. They don't know what making it means. Let me show you something. When I start as Guyanese Critic, Winston come. Winston say, here, we do a proper production. Watch me. Let me go and get it up now for y'all and show you what the production was like. YouTube. Hammerman. Hammer Time. Hammer Time. Guyana. Watch at this. Watch at this. Hey people, Guyanese Critic here on my first episode of Hammer Time, and today we're going to discuss some of the issues in the news that are up in the camera. Okay.
Us Guyanese in some way, shape, or form. The first thing that I...
Now listen to me. You see that? That's one of the first production we do. State of the art. And we had a little bit of money. I think we had $1,000. We go to Corpalani and buy a green cloth. And we used to then rap street upstairs by Winston place. The place hot like a ras. Me sweating. Me can't wear my shirt till me go do my production because me sweat up the shirt. And Winston said, don't do this, don't do that. He aspired for me to do this thing. This guy in his career, but he wanted me to do it a certain way. I said, Winston, fuck what you think. This is what I'm doing. When I say I call people name, you look at this banner. Look at this banner. You think thousands of people want to look at this banner? Look at this banner.
Stated in the headlines, I think this is quite true. In the first 3 years,
he reading. He look like nothing. Nobody would be interested in him or what he had to say. I said, Winston, I can't be you. I gotta be me. Me want to read from no paper. This is where I come from. When I tell you about examples of life and where you could do and how you could do it, I live it. If you all listen to me, the only thing you could access is greatness. This is where I come from. Look at me. Watch. This is 2017 as a way back. Look at me. Look.
Guyana expected to rake in 380 million in oil revenue, and this was.
Are you fucking interested in you, boy? Here, laugh. They would have put me in everybody else category. Because that is not me. They give me a script and try to get me to act like them. Let me see what's the next story. Sivans. Hold on. Let me get something more for y'all that would be even more interesting. Hammer Time Guyana. They got one City Hall, Hammer Time Guyana episode 2. Here, this is when I start going berserk.
Welcome to Hammer Time with the Guyanese Critic, and today we will be discussing.
I start getting more sharp.
To the minister's gasking statements at a business talk presently.
Let me see.
Let's go to what that is happens to oil.
They had one, I had an episode with the constable that sucked the little by Loli.
That they have. Funny enough, when you research how this has happened,
who wanna listen?
City Council has played a part.
Who wanna listen to this clown?
Turning a blind eye to them. If every business was paying the requisite amount of rates and taxes, City Council would be funded enough to be able to do their job. But that is not the case.
Who want to listen to the banner? And look how the thing look nice. Look how the thing look nice, structured this and that. Winston could only have aspired for me as far as he can see. I dare say Winston, fuck this, me neighbor discuss them thing that had to edit and this, and I said I want to tell people like it is. That thing that I sell. Me look like everybody else. Me look like me different NCN and reading the script as a me neighbor. I said fuck this thing. Live. When we done, we done. You understand? Live. Let people see the truth. You talking scripted truth. How does it work? Show people all your mistakes and all your flaws. And bam! It work. When you're done a program, you're done. Me that paper, you know what? That thing has vexed me. I never wanted to do that. I said, Winston, I do not want to do that. It takes too much time and too much, and I took off after that. Now Winston wasn't trying to hold me back. Winston was trying to see what he thinks is my best interest. So even in the good favors, you have to be guided by you. And you look at all the people who do well, they listen, and they're going to do something exactly different. You understand? If it's something worthwhile, do not gauge your life. And when I watch, I say, do I talk about Kieran Bruce and the ship in the sweet time on me? No. I talk about the fact that how he had to bring down himself, have the whole world watching at him. You think it make any difference when you have to come and represent whether you're bugger or you're in bugger, and thousands of low lives and hungry bellies see it? I watching in the comments, somebody say, yes, you bogo. Yes, you're more water. No, you're not more water. We need to show you more water. Nonetheless, you are there. The most impactful thing happen is you there trying to represent the unrepresentable. When a man come to represent himself and ask him, you ever smell bogo for me? I'm like, what? Why would you in your mind, it's like he think, wash he be tea and think nobody gonna smell the bogo pony. Why would you in your mind suggest that? Like me, I'm not that kind of person. I would not even entertain the thought. How would I ask, you ever smell bogo for me? Like, what does that mean? Your dog? Your canine? How do you represent that? You imagine his son watching. Daddy put a live asking him, you ever smell bogo for me? You imagine his wife watching. How does a woman deal with a man after that? Does he and his wife sit down and say, baby, you ever smell bogo for me? He command the program to apologize to Otisha. Otisha? Otisha has accepted his fate, has lived his life in all the glories of homosexuality and everything else. A happy life. Otisha's happy in his own right. In his way and image and likeness, he loves what he does. Otisha could go off. And then I come in for answer Otisha. So when I'm looking at it, I'm asking myself, how many of you are bringing yourself down to a level? Don't worry, the problem with the last suit and all that thing with me, Kieran. Yeah? I'm looking at his wife, I'm looking at his kid. Something is wrong. This will forever be a stain. In his head, he has oh, well, I adequately explain. Bulgari, you can explain that? You needed to? You needed to explain? Imagine having to explain buggery, how you fighting with your mind. Imagine having to explain buggery. Where's a big thing? Even the Americans hear you buggering, they give you a visa right away. This is a sick society we're living in. While people are fighting to become gay, become confused, he got to come out now and say, no, me gay. Who you fighting with? Most of we out here don't care. The gay community love you, Kieran. They would love to accept you in their arms. The rest of we, as a result of not wanting to look at homophobic, we don't care, we ain't gonna say nothing. Where's your problem? Why you coming for represent buggery? You don't have to say anything. You're a husband, a father. You might have a duplex life. You might have had, it mightn't be duplex life because Otisha was talking about him buggering since he's small. It might be something of the past. You have changed your life. You are successful at your business. You a set of fucking explanation, a set of poor people that don't have nothing. I could tell you on that live, Kieran Bruce might have been the 0.0001% better than everybody else. Out of a live of 5,000 people looking at a fucking live, they might not have had another person that got the worth and value of Kieran Bruce. And Kieran Bruce is there answering about buggery. You understand how y'all making mistakes? This is not about Kieran Bruce. This is about the live last night and people's willingness to come down, because that is where you're going. You're going down to live up to another man's standards. Like me, who I could aspire. At the I talk is something and say you jump me by who you just look up to. Because Sian looks up to me. I mightn't be perfect, but I tell him positive things and he see positive results in his life. And when I say, I too look up to people, Sian jumps and says, who you just look up to by? Because of the way he sees me. He wondering who, other than God, I could look up to. Because I'm this mountain of a man. And that is how you have to see yourself. Don't be delusional. What I'm saying, don't be a Kieran Bruce. Because you're lowering yourself in the assumption that you're rising to someone's occasion. Because their occasion low. Their standards are low. And I explained it with your mother. My mother and I explained the experience what I had with Winston. Not a bad thing. People have your interest at heart. In Winston's case, he had my interest at heart. He thought this would have been the best thing. To read a paper, have it nicely structured, and speak a certain way. You understand? I looked at it and I knew I would have been like everybody else. Not me. I don't want to be that person. You understand? Somebody, Vikash is saying he say he make move for me. I heard that. But it's not me had to answer buggery. Not me been for an interview to answer buggery. Not me get skin up by the leading party man in this country. If there's somebody that could come out and say, use auntie man, you're buggering since you're small as a tissue. That is a stain. Now imagine not leaving it out there as an accusation, but coming on to the live, alive, for attention. Do you imagine what he did not pay attention? How does people look? I would want to think his wife is a professional. His wife is somewhat a professional somewhere in some field. You imagine she dropping his son to school and people thinking, is what about a man eh? You imagine how people are looking at her? Big Smith put out a news article right away after of him coming to apologize, and I find all those things distasteful. With the wife and the championship, no matter what he do, here up now. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Hey,
Yeah, buddy.
I just saw something with Cardell Jones about the guy that controlling the union to the teacher. The guy has a huge house and a store underneath his house, and he's a teacher.
Well, I have fortunes I've made in a short period of time, and I'm not a drugs dealer. Unless they have proof, unless there's proof that he got or acquired the wealth that he has by thieving the teachers union money, I think we shouldn't talk about that.
Okay, good.
I would prefer not to talk about that. Because people would assume that I amassed my wealth. It's only drug dealers that make money. Well, I can tell you, I make more money than drug dealers. You understand? I wouldn't even entertain the thought in drugs. Because drug dealers ain't got nothing for me. I saw that, but I mean, come on. If you're smart, right? If he, let me say, use the credit union as lend money, and so let's say he borrow money for your credit union and Billy's supermarket and put back the money, and so it's possible. If he stole the money from the credit union, let it prove it. When they get proof, I can talk about it. Right? Me not playing them game. Chris Loose. No, Kieran Bruce can't. Kieran, me, I call people name. Because he was this Kieran Bruce. He got come and say he was not alive yesterday. They can't. I am not that champion what? Champion Johnny, not me. Me and there ain't nobody booking all them. Well, I might be in a few books, just not the gay books. You understand? Just not the gay books. Like somebody's same Kiran put up Guyana and cause there's something big dropping about me. The only thing is the guy want a video when I did my escapades is the only thing that come out. And nothing that is not gonna make me more famous. How much man can handle 4 or 5 women at one time? You ever see that? Most fucking Guyanese men, this guy see them porn video. I live with a partner. You understand? I live though. Right? Yeah. So when it come out, people go, oh God. Eh? The women them ain't talking nothing, they're watching so. And the men hollering, our hero. Yes, a salute to the general. So me know what they got. Something boss. Not me. I ain't a fry eye. No, champion honey, no. Remember you talking where you see, I ain't abuse you. If you prolong that, you talking where you see. But I know, like, you and I would cave, champion honey. Wherever you Dave, you look good, and you and I would cave. Because I fuck you for prove a point. You understand? Because, here, people don't realize how things are simple in this country. How things are simple in the world. There was a movie, and I thought about it the other day. There was a movie where, I can't remember the movie name, but a wealthy man gave a man $1 million for his wife. We never see what happened between the wealthy man and the man's wife. When I think he and his wife end up left and she go back to the wealthy man and come back to, I will say the mix-up story. Let me tell you something that most men don't know. I know. Let me tell you something that most men don't, most people don't know. Most poor people are lotto players. Most middle class people are ambitious. And 95% of human beings have a price. The only reason make nobody fuck your wife yet is because the other side ain't willing for offer the price. You hear what I'm telling you? Because for the right price, a man would consent to you screwing your wife. Any dangles $1 million. No question asked. It could start from a 500 to any dangles. Any fucking dangles you see. $500,000. You ain't got no reason and thing with it. You send $500,000 envelope and say, girl, I want to go out with you. Story done. Any working girl. No, they got a small percentage. Pride, Christian girl, this and that. Right? Small. Must be 1% of them. Who delusional, madly in love with one man. Everybody got a price. Any working girl, $2 million. Once you sit down and talk and tell them you're getting $2 million, one time fuck, nobody ain't know but it. Story done. By the time they go home and think about the fact that they could buy a car for one time fuck, and they fucking with a man, wasting time with a man, weighing on forget him, they were fucked. Then they got prices that even men and their wife would consent to. Everybody got a price. The problem with that people don't find out the price is that nobody never make them an offer. Don't get tied up. Everybody got a price. Because if you watch the girls, they were playing games, put ban up on the road, Guyanese girls, and the Spanish girls where you could get for $15,000. The only reason the girls them playing games is nobody never make them no fucking offer. That is the reality of the world and nobody sees it. When you have experiences like me, and have been around long enough like me and done the things that I have done. Now again, not every woman there with you for money. Some women gonna go with you for attention, some other, but everybody has a price. So people will come and say, no, not everybody, not me. Well, nobody never show you fucking $20 million yet for one time fuck. Then you will get to thinking. Nobody wanted to prove such a point. Then you will get to thinking. Will you there your whole life, oh, I can work, I can save, I can pay NIS, don't know if I can get back NIS, and then a man say, I'll give you $20 million. Not how I talking it. To be with you for one night, dinner and everything, $20 million. I take you on a cruise on my yacht. When I tell you in some cases the husband, they say, get it up fast, get it up fast. The husband come and pump you. The husband, because of this society we live in now, the husband would come and try to get it up fast. You understand? Plus, believe it or leave it, when they fuck up the money, in a couple of years, they call you back. You got 20 million more. Yeah. You feel there's something hard to do? Watch how simple Kieran Bruce come last time in a video for explain that he do a bugger. That little thing bringing out, he's motivated emotionally to act and do something stupid. Remember, I tell you, everything has a price. You understand? Don't worry about people talking and everybody moving around. You know how I know? Because I never sold. I made sacrifices in life. The people who hold out, maintain the self-respect and everything else, earned. Because Kieran Bruce, they're in this, because when it is small, it's still at a price. So now we got answer. When I started Guyanese Critic, people wanted to give me a 20,000, people wanted to donate and so on. I said, that's not the way I want to go down. I still did their bad, holding out and thriving to build the numbers and get where I wanted to. That is the difference between man and God. God in a cell. God doesn't have a price. When it comes to attain greatness, you see people put a dollar value on things. I never had a dollar value. I knew to be great, you couldn't put a value on what you want to become. And I concentrate solely on that. I say it again. You're going to have this discussion, you're going to argue between yourself. And I ask people to think everything has a price. Because you got men with other men with their wife for nothing, just for the fun and the feelings of it. You think you sit down and talk to a man and tell you, nobody has to know about this. $20 million. I'm talking to your wife alone. We talking about cheating. We talking about screwing a man in front of your wife and make sure he and she happy about it. $20 million. Right away, guy, everybody thinking. You there with a woman, with a man before. You just gotta explain to them, right? Her man passing through a lash of $20 million. The two of them is sleeping the night. They discussing the money. 2 car, a house, plus money for both of y'all. Think about it from the perspective. And if you could safely say in your mind, yo, nah, I wouldn't care for that. You're a God. You're destined for greatness. I had to stay away from things my whole life. I paid the price my whole life to be where I am today. To make sure that I don't have to come and answer to nobody like a t-shirt. People could talk all thing and I talk about me past. So I pay the price. I had to come out and take the beating and the cussing for my shortcomings. I paid the price. So again, don't ever let what people want for you or how people see you be the bar of your aspirations. Because they could only see less of you. They don't know you. And remember, everything has a price. Peace out.